Hi guys, I'm Lana.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn.
And this is...
I'm the dad.
Yeah.
I get to introduce myself.
I get so into the routine. And this is the second Breakfast Club, again, with our dad. You guys asked for it. You guys are going to keep getting it. And he's about to go on a long trip, so we wanted to squeeze in one more.
I'm moving too, so we don't really know when the next time we'll be able to all get together.
You'll see this at some point. So, today we're doing what turned out to be the most requested 2 videos between like all the comments and tweets and everything like that. So we're going to do Spring Day and the Truth Untold from Tier. So 1 music video, 1 lyric video. And I've already filled him in a little bit about Spring Day, like about the fairy disaster and what the clothes piles mean, so we should be able to get like a pure idea instead of wondering at the symbolism, because I know this one sometimes people get stuck on certain visuals. So yeah, with that said, want to dive in?
Yes.
So we're going to start with Spring Day. So captions are on. They might not show up on your screen, but he is getting the words. So 3, 2, 1, go. Turn it up a little more.
I love this music video.
I forgot how this one opens. I think it's their most intense opening.
Mm-hmm. I get such nostalgia.
I know. It's the first one we ever reacted to. Whenever I hear this song, I think of the dance. It's my favorite dance.
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorite shots in any music video.
Beautiful sunset.
Mm-hmm. Kobe looks like an angel in that shot. Now the moment that launched 1,000 theories. I forgot how much I like this video, actually.
They look way too good. It's unreal.
Alright. That's Spring Day. That's the song that won Song of the Year this last year. Thoughts and feelings?
Quite a few.
Yeah, tell. Talk about it.
Okay. I was raised in Idaho, and I used to be able to go and listen for the train tracks. That's how you could tell a train was coming. Something you couldn't see but was far, far away. And so you knew it was coming. You wish you could warn other people, but they can't see it. You know it's coming. All of these, you know, I heard the explanations Lana gave of some of these other
Basic symbol
the basic
stuff.
symbols and things like that. And so just like corrupt governments can control what you hear and what you say, what they say, and what they want you not to know, and how they can make little people just go away, whether they're lower class or whether they are inconsequential to their aims. But what I'm really seeing in here is it's hope.
Mm-hmm.
Because they show the spiral staircase. It keeps going round and round and round, up and down, and a lot of cyclical things. And knowing that spring is coming, we're going through the winter, but spring's coming. And even though you're gone, maybe I'll see you again.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems to be very hopeful for life after life. Maybe sometime things will be better. Sometimes you'll get to see those people again.
Yeah.
Is that kind of where?
That was really good. Yeah, Dad.
I mean, I think that's the whole point of the end scene with the snow melting. Like, the song's called Spring Day, and the music video all takes place in the winter.
Well,
Like,
and
to
the
me,
flowers
that's
would
what they're
come,
saying.
The
Yeah.
flowers pop back up in spring,
Mm-hmm.
and you have that one lone tree that they're all looking for, that's all bare, but knowing someday that that'll blossom, it'll have leaves and be beautiful.
Yeah.
But right now, it's not so beautiful to them.
Yeah, and a lot of people mentioned, too, that in certain cultures, hanging shoes on a tree is about honoring the dead.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, there were a lot of symbols of life and death, like you mentioned,
Yeah.
the clothes, the
yeah.
various
I explained
types of
him
things.
the closed monument, Omelas, what Snowpiercer is, and about the fairy disaster. That's all he knew coming into it. Yeah, one thing I noticed going with your cyclical thing that I didn't say in the first music video because I only realized it like a month ago while watching this for theories is you have Jungkook running through sets. I'm like, oh, this entire music video takes place on a train. That's why he can open the doors and they're like connections between train cars, like the Snowpiercer. And everybody in the world probably figured that out, except like a month ago I'm like, it's all a train!
Well,
Like your life is a series of boxcars, you
but
know?
also, a lot of times he thinks he's running alone, and then he suddenly realizes he's running with other people.
Mm-hmm.
And so there are other people who understand and see what's going on, but a lot of times you feel like you're just doing it all on your own.
And in fact, it was kind of smudged. I don't know if you noticed on the merry-go-round that he's standing in front of, at the very top, it says "You never walk alone" over and over and over again. So that kind of goes with that too.
But it's also, they show it as it's one big game to some people, and other people see it as this corrupt thing. You notice that merry-go-round was all rusty and old, but he could see that it was not a fun game. It's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, at the end of the music video, it's just like that, like where it's showing that like lone tree, and then slowly the cherry blossoms start coming in. I'm like,
but you also see all those birds flying around it, all those things that are trying to say, scare everything away.
definitely. I feel like when Lon and I first watched this, we took it as like them like traveling to the afterlife or whatever. And like,
one of my original theories was about that in terms of story, but
Oh.
that was just me adding every video in. I don't think this even is part of story, but trains as vehicles into the afterlife. There's a lot of, watch my theory. I go into it.
that's
Right.
not what I was gonna say.
But there are two things.
I'm just saying
on.
that there are a lot of other interpretations. I don't think that's what they meant.
I know,
So,
but
Yeah.
I was saying that when we were sitting and watching it, and we were talking about it. Like
yeah.
I wasn't referring to your theory at all.
Oh, okay.
Like, and you can see like where Jimin like looks scared or whatever, but like nobody on that train is recognizing really the other people around them. You know what I mean? So like maybe it could be like one person, and like the rest are like the people that are dead, and they're all going, but they're comforting.
Sure.
But there's also two things happening here. One of the reasons it's probably fairly popular is you have the undercurrent that people like you analyze, and you also have the higher surface level, which could be like someone who has a love that they've lost and they want to get them to come back. And so there's some people who will see that as kind of a lost love story,
Yeah.
while other people see it as a commentary on life or countries or politics or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, they say that's their intent. Like, they even go as far as to try to avoid pronouns because they want it to be like, you can interpret this as a love story. You could interpret this about your past. You could, it,
That's a common
You
thing
know.
BTS has.
yeah, they want you to be able to read your life into it. So it'll mean one thing to them, but it'll present as one thing here, or present, So, like, I think that's an incredibly valid idea. Like, it's about missing people, right?
Right. Whether in this life or whether you're looking at a life after life concept.
And it's friendships or loves or,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I see it as kind of a comforting song that just recognizes dark part of the cycle,
I see it as a multi-layered cake with different flavors.
Yeah.
Anybody else, you can choose the level you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's Spring Day. Time-wise, we're doing okay, I think. So now we're going to do the Truth Untold. This one doesn't have a music video. It's a brand new song, actually, off the newest album. And it's just the vocal line. But everybody wanted you to react to it because you're a lyricist. And they like the lyrics. So let's get into it. 3, 2, 1, go. That was the requested lyrics video. I think our subscribers are trying to make you cry.
Not going to make me cry. I've written a lot of lyrics very similar to those.
Yeah.
Though usually I try to make it a little more hopeful.
Yeah.
But being, saying that you're growing up as, thorns in a garden and you're ugly and you're not worth the person that you want, but you really do want them to be there. It's that yearning for something that you know you shouldn't have or can't have, but in a personal relationship, and it's pretty common. That kind of lyric touches a lot of people.
Yeah.
I have a lot of them that are similar, like Wintergreen, where the person is right there in front of them just can't understand why they don't see who they really are, but it's really because they're afraid to come out. And missed opportunity. Maybe if he's talking about maybe if he had said something earlier, maybe if he'd started earlier and tried to build a relationship, but now he feels he's too far away and he can only watch from a distance and just have that yearning.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's super valid. I think with this song, the other bit that touches me is, again, Fake Love is from this album, and it's that use of a mask to try to get people to like you, right? Like, I'm going to put this mask on again, because if you actually saw who I was, you wouldn't want me anymore.
But in this case, he's using the mask to try to avoid that person really getting to know him.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to hurt that person. Which is a little different than the fake love of, I'm putting on a mask to make you want me.
Yeah.
It's, I'm putting on a mask so you won't see how deeply I'm yearning for you, so that I won't hurt you by you wanting me back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which, to me, I feel there's a tiny touch of message in there of, like, you're going to get messed up if you keep wearing that mask, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't work out well.
That's why in a lot
hiding.
of the lyrics I have, they'll start going through there, and then finally they decide at the end of the lyrics to do something about it. Mm-hmm. But I tend to tell more stories. This is more of a thought.
Yeah, an emotional moment in time.
Rather than a
Full
progression.
Story. Yeah.
Or a progression of thoughts to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the Truth Untold.
But he's told it, so it's not untold anymore.
But it wasn't. It was untold back then.
Okay, but now it's told.
The truth
so
that wasn't told when it was supposed to be told.
The truth that used to not be told.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What'd you say, Ashlyn?
I was gonna say I like the concept of, like, them saying I'm a sandcastle. Like, it is not like a fixed stone. Like, I'm a sandcastle, and that means, like, it's easy. Like, they want to be, like, washed. They want their shell to be washed away, and, like, in a way, I think them saying they're a sandcastle is them asking for help. But when it does wash away, there's a broken mask, and they're like, well, even if my true self was there, I don't know who I am, and I don't know how to fix it. You know?
Yeah.
And there's one symbol I didn't get, and that was the blue flower.
Blue flower.
Why blue?
I think it's a reference to the Smeraldo flower, which has been used as a symbol for them before for a while. I'm not entirely sure because this isn't a theory video, but the Smeraldo is one of their symbols for happiness that particularly involved being in love with somebody.
Okay.
And then basically, in the roughest terms, finding out that if he pursued this relationship with this person, everything else would fall apart.
Right.
So he has to kind of suffer for everything else to work out.
But he also wanted to find a flower that was like her.
Yeah, again, it might not be the story, you guys, if you have a better idea, but in it he goes to handpick this particular flower for her because it reminds him of her.
Yeah, that specific blue flower.
Yeah, there was just something, he had to have this specific flower.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in this context, just because the symbol army might be used to, it might mean like, I went out to find this symbol that would show you what I think of you and how much that I love you, but I can't give it to you.
Yeah.
I also felt like there was a kindred spirit thing going on. Like, I see in you what I feel in myself, but I think we would what is that saying? Love isn't always love. You can also destroy each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I like your sandcastle art analogy.
Yeah.
It also indicates to me that he's so fragile. He's afraid he will be broken by it. Mm-hmm. Or just, fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah. I love these simple songs can make you converse. Like, I love the use of symbolism because then everybody can see it differently. And every interpretation is valid. Mm-hmm. So, like, you can have big conversations, multiple completely different conversations about the same lyric or the same song.
And I'm sure we'll get a lot of comments about the blue flower.
Yeah, definitely. Tell us, again, y'all know that I'm a theorist, but I've said from the beginning, like, everything is valid. Nobody can say, this is exactly what this means in any context. So tell us how you interpret it. What did you feel? What did, how do you read things? How did it touch you? We genuinely want to know. So, yeah, that's Spring Day and the Truth Untold. Yeah, so we'll probably have Dad back on at some point, but again, he's going away for business, and by the time he's back, Ashlyn will have moved. So we'll probably have him on again, because I know, you guys know we're working hard, especially get the Patreon up so we can meet once a month. So at some point, we'll all be together again, on a spring day, maybe. But for now, I'm happy we got to give you guys the songs you've been asking for. So if you want to see the future stuff, make sure to, hit the bell and everything. We're just going to keep going. For now, though, comment all your thoughts and feelings. We like your thoughts and feelings.
Yes.
So until next time.
Live long and prosper.
Subscribe to the channels.
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe to both of our channels.
His will be linked in the
his is linked in the description. YouTube even lets me tag now, so I can directly tag your
Except
channel.
mine's much more boring than theirs.
It's a lyrics channel. If you guys loved The Truth Untold and wanted to hear his thoughts on The Truth Untold, that's what he does,
Except I tell it in lyrics. So
Yes.
it's not untold.
No, again, it's the truth that should have been told then. It's untold because at that point in time, it was untold, and that's what messed it all up.
Oh, okay.
That's how I interpret it, at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that business. Thanks for watching. Bye!
Bye.